Your ancestors are very instrumental in your journey. This is why we need to be connected to them. This is why people don't want us connected to them. This is why they're always saying this is demonic and this is all of these different things, while they are connected to their ancestors, but they're telling us not to connect with our ancestors because they know how powerful our ancestors are. But notice the things that they do. And also notice that they don't say anything to other people groups who venerate their ancestors. They go and even so patronize these groups. You go into a Chinese restaurant, a Thai restaurant, pretty much any Asian nation, and you're going to see an ancestor altar somewhere in that establishment, along with probably Buddha or something like that. But they also have ancestors altars up. Look around, a lot of times you can see it in like the upper parts of the ceilings. You'll see their ancestor altar sitting right there, and you're feeding their altar, and they're working with their altar. They're giving their ancestor money. They're doing all of those things, and you see those people groups rising to the top. All right, constantly. We need to start getting back to doing what we do. All right, they're doing all of these things, but they're telling us not to, and unfortunately, they got a whole lot of Black people brainwashed. You say anything about ancestors and, oh, that's devil worship, that's evil. While these same people who are telling you not to do these things, European Christians, Europeanized Christians, things like that from the Western world, they venerate their ancestors. The Asian people groups venerate their ancestors. Guys, pay attention to the world. Indians, they've maintained their traditional practices, Hinduism, for ages. Look at your biggest tech companies in the U.S. Who heads those industries? Indians, right? Honestly, that's a lot of their spirits, their ancestors working on their behalf because they've continuously venerated them and worked with their spiritual forces over time. The Chinese are taking over the world, and they consistently, they had no shame about it. They consistently stayed and rock with their ancestors. We're the only people that don't do that. And we, the people group that's the most behind in the world. But yet somebody will, curse you out if you say something about ancestor veneration to them. It's all the nail salons. Their ancestors are supporting their endeavors. They are. Most of even European establishments, a lot of them, you go to these different hospitals, these big buildings and things like that, they're even dedicated to their ancestors. All right, they're dedicated to them in name. That's a form of ancestor veneration. Okay, they keep their images on the walls and things like that, but they tell us that we can't even utter the name of our ancestor.